3 Arabic names that start with A you should avoid calling your child while living in an English-speaking country. And I'm going to argue with you, or I'm going to try to prove my point that even though these names are beautiful names, and I know people with these names, but I'm going to argue with you and say, if it was up to me, I would not name my child, my newborn child, these names living in the US or let's say Australia or Canada, the UK, and so on.
What are these names?
Well, these names, I put a small list, and there's a lot of names in my mind and a lot of things that I can go over, but to keep it simple, I browsed a few names that we have on babyarabicnames.com with the letter A, and here they are.
Mm-hmm.
Anis, and Anis written ANES or ANEES, ANISS, and ANESS. So basically, Anis could be pronounced anus.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
And if you know what anus means, it's not a nice thing to say.
Yeah, especially
if it's a baby.
It's a baby. I would hate to somebody would call him like that.
Yeah, well, it's a baby boy name.
Knowing that, it's a very nice name in Arabic, and it has a very nice meaning.
So it's a beautiful name. Anyways, if you want your child to be called Anus,
no way.
you would name him Anis because it's spelled differently, and even if you spell it ANES,
people will still make fun of him.
We'll call it anus. They will say anus, which is bad.
Yeah.
And I love the name. I think it would be bad, which sucks. I'll move on to the next name that you should never call your child living in the US or any English-speaking country, which is Anas.
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 I like that
Anas.
name too.
But when I read it, I see ANAS, NS, or NS. So I'm gonna check the website right now. Yeah, it's. I think it's mostly a male name.
Yeah.
Anas, and it means love and affection in Arabic. I also love the way it's written in Arabic.
ANAS. So you read it as
Anas.
Anas. Wow.
Yes.
That's so sad.
That is pretty sad. So I would avoid that because kids in school, they would start spinning that name around and they would call your child an ass, which is bad. Yeah, I would avoid that. So the third name that you should never name your child while living, especially in English-speaking country, would be Asil. Why is that bad? For now, I'm looking at the name.
I think it's perfect.
Is there something wrong with it?
No.
Why did I pick that?
What would they read it? You tell me.
Essel.
Oh.
Essel. Asil, because Asil is written ASEEL or ASEL. You know, it took me a minute to think about it because I kind of forgot, even though I have it written down. You basically, if you're a child sitting in a classroom and you see that name and you keep looking at that name or you hear it, you hear the teacher saying it, the teacher might say, what is that?
That's a girl name.
It's a girl name and it means soft, smooth, and easy.
It won't be that anymore.
The asshole. As if you're saying asshole, but it is Essel. Asil.
Wow, and that's only with a letter. Imagine how many names
there are in the Arabic language, and we, on Baby Arabic Names, we have, you'd say hundreds of names?
Yeah.
Well, over 1,000 names, I would say.
We'll
easily.
have many episodes then.
There will be a lot of names that we're going to go over in the future, but this is a preview. Again, I will recap. So these are the 3 Arabic names that start with an A. you should avoid calling your child while living in an English-speaking country. We will link to the article. We're going to write the article. Make sure you visit our website, babyarabicnames.com. Check it out. There's a lot of names, a lot of suggestions. You can see the Arabic meaning and you can read it in Arabic.
Let us know what you think. Like and share with your friends if you care about their future children.
Names. And also, if you know somebody with that name, and these names are beautiful, like Anas is beautiful, Asil.
I know.
That's a beautiful name. It's too bad, and I hope this doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. But this is the truth. I went to school here. Things like that do happen. We try to avoid any bullying to our kids and kind of be smart with naming our children.
At the end of the day, we don't want our children to hate their names or hate their origin names. And if you have any other names, let us know. Share it with us.
Yeah, if you have any ideas about names that we don't have already on the website, let us know and we can add them. We have a huge list still to add. We will talk to you soon and we will let you know more about you should not name your child in the future.